Okay. Hi. We're back with more Myst 4 Revelation, where the revelation is that musical puzzles suck. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? Jeez. Look, I did a little something. For myself, really. I was like, I am missing something here with this stupid Spire puzzle. So let me show you what I learned. I did not look up the answers to the puzzle. I want to be clear about that. What I learned is that this is the part you interact with. This little handle that is not lit up, not made of the same material. There's 8 notches. And there's 3 of them. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Why is the focal changing so badly on this? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there's 9. So it's talking about this. But I don't know which one goes to which shape. So first things first. We got to go figure that out. Like, I wrote down the numbers, I thought, that went to them. Wait for the elevator. But I learned something else when I was like being like, hey, I think I've missed a step or something. Like, how do I interact with this? And it also taught me that apparently I missed a whole slew of stuff that I was supposed to do back in Atris's lab before I came here. And apparently finishing these areas advances the story. So we're going to actually go back. And see if we can sort this out. But first things first. Ah. 5-sided. 1, 2, 3. I suppose it could be 4. No, that would make sense. Yeah, all right. Go see what the shape of the one is down in the bedroom. Wait. That'll tell me what the last shape is for the one on the underside, because then I'll have all the shapes. The one in the bedroom appears to be 6-sided.
Commencing rock test number 29. Yes, this should be it. This should be the one.
Alright, so the 6-sided one is the one in the room. And yeah, it was at that one. But the arrow was pointing at it, so it could potentially be 4, 5, 6. It could be 7. It could be 6. If we're counting from the top. Or I guess it could be 0 if it's from the mark. Yeah, because that's from the bottom. Yeah. And then the bottom is 7. But I don't remember where the mark was. I go back down, turn on that power grid again. Yeah, I'm hanging in on the Spire, Everett. I had to look up a thing about what was actually interactable with the gears down at the bottom. So now I have an idea of what I need to be doing. now that I've pieced that together, but before I can do that, I've got to go back across so I can look through the camera so I can see what the stupid thing is. Alright. Right. Left. That's not it. Left, right, right, left, right. It's not enough. So it's just right, left until it goes, right? Okay. This way. And then I learned that apparently I missed an entire series of puzzles. Like, you know, again, I was like looking it up, just like the what is interactable here that I am not interacting with, because I was completely at a loss for what I was supposed to have been doing. And it's like, oh, well, you need to tune the strings with the gears. And I'm like, how? And it's like, oh, there's a grip all the way on the top that's not highlighted with a glowing green rock like all of the other handles in this level for some reason. So now I've done that. I've recognized that the crystal pillars are jammed in shaped holes. So 2 or 3. Yeah, that's what I'm noticing, is the cursor taking so long to animate between things means that I don't always know that a thing is interactable when I need to know, which is definitely frustrating. I'm sorry. Well, you haven't really missed anything other than my complaining, so, you know, we're doing good. I did have to look up a little bit of information. I didn't look up any puzzle solutions. Just what is the puzzle actually supposed to be? So I've done that. But then the part that I found frustrating, which I was sharing, is that I then learned that apparently there's an entire series of stuff that I was supposed to be back in Tomahna before I left. That was not clear to me when I did it that it was a thing. Anyway, we've prepared this for spider chair as best we're able. Wait, we need to go this way. Like, that one's got a glowing green handle to tell me that that's a thing I can grab. I don't understand why they didn't do it for the ones on the gears. It's very frustrating. Anyway, so we're going to come up here. We're going to summon the elevator back. We're going to go back to Tomahna. Because apparently I can do stuff up in the lab now that I wasn't able to do before. I don't know why. But here we are. Because apparently finishing off this world will advance story stuff, and I don't want to do that without having exhausted what we were supposed to have done. I should call Atris and let him know I don't know where the hell his daughter is. Nope. Apparently we get to see something. Well, that wasn't quite what I wanted. Whatever. That looked like Akinar. Could be. Sometimes I'm not allowed to skip this one at all. Please let me skip. Whoop. Sorry.
will not risk having our home broken into again.
But cameras, my love? I'll feel so scrutinized.
I'll only place them in the most likely entry points. You'll forget they're even there. I promise.
Uh-huh. That's your bedroom? That's one of the greenhouses? This is just outside? Yeah. The most likely places, Atris. Your bedroom. Alright, what? Does this thing now work? Is that the... Can we please... Game. Okay, this isn't how that works, apparently. Oh, does this do something? I don't remember this being here before. Great, let's move. Yeah, no, no cameras inside my house, please. Thank you. What am I looking for here? Oh, shooting stars. Fun. Please hit button. Get me out of the chair. Let's go read his damn journal again.
I'm always surprised by how good it feels to return home after one of these plans. I do not wish to raise her hopes, Prima. Tonight I set aside experimentation for a few hours. Them stranded on.
What am I looking for here? Atris, you dink. Could you write proper instructions? Okay. Why? Cool. I'm so glad that... There is something I am, of course, missing. Again. Oh, wait, now... Hold on. This is doing something now. Let's see. Red 4. Of course, it's all different. The shapes are more specific than that. Thank you so much, Atris. It's 4, 2... No, that's not the right 2. That is... I think. Yellow, green, purple. Would you please... Yellow... Green... Not even, hey, is everything okay there? You doing good? No. Can't be bothered to ask how anyone else is doing. Okay. Whatever. I really wish the fast travel worked more than it appears to. I really wish I could cut past all this so much. I don't care for Atris. Atris is a dink. Atris doesn't care for anyone, apparently. Where the hell is Catherine? Just, oh, hey, I'm going to leave our child alone. Yeah, this scene introduces the idea that weather apparently impacts linking, and we haven't seen that anywhere else. Yeah, exactly. We can get to Spire just fine, and it's literally an electromagnetic storm above a roiling star?
I linked to Haven yesterday. The smell of its beach washed over me long before my vision cleared. With the veil of haze slowly lifting from my eyes, I forced myself to breathe very deeply. I had not told Atris I was doing this. He would have argued with me and told me again how dangerous it is to visit the prison ages before Tomahna's linking chamber is built. But construction takes time, and I could no longer... I linked to Haven. Wait for him. The sight of the shipwreck rising out of the sea filled me with unexpected dread. Of course, I'd known it would be there. I'd seen it countless times in Atris's viewer. But seeing it for real through slanted metal bars made me realize exactly what we'd done. I imagined the words my son would throw at me, and courage drained, away like summer wine. I did not try to signal him. I feel nothing but numbness now. It was my idea to write the chambers into existence, to bend the art so that a secure room might be inserted in each age, with solid walls no force of man might break. Only then could we risk visiting our sons and leaving a Tomahna linking book behind us when we left. It took me months to convince Atris this could work. But now that the chambers exist, and I will speak to my sons for the first time in years, I find myself not knowing what to say. How will I explain our decision to leave them prisoners? If hardship and isolation have not caused them to repent, as was our hope, what words will soothe the anger in their souls? Weeks have passed, and still I have not found the courage to link again. Perhaps it is just as well. Atris was not pleased when he learned what I had done. He begged me to have more patience, then put extra pressure on the Guild of Stonemasons to finish. Today they informed us that Tomahna's chamber will be ready in 2 days. Had we been able to use the art to create it as we did with the ones in the prison ages, it would have already been finished. But things always take longer to build when you must do it by hand. Now Atris is looking forward to having our bedroom back. I should be too, but I keep wondering how I will be able to sleep there, knowing our sons are just a wall away. I worry how they'll act when they greet us, how different they will be from the laughing boys I remember playing with toy boats in Myst's reflection pool. They were happy then. We all were happy. Anna was still with us, and the love we shared as a family knew no bounds. Then Anna died, and our cozy world unraveled. To deal with the loss of his grandmother, Atris buried himself in work, spending less and less time with our sons. At 8 years old, Sirrus must have seen this as rejection. But even then his pride was too well formed to let it show. And as for Akinar, he'd never known how to appropriately channel his emotions. I do not excuse the crimes committed. Sirrus and Akinar shattered so many lives in far worse ways than Anna's death shattered ours. It's for this reason that I have stood by Atris's decision and left my sons imprisoned all these years. But I cannot escape my own culpability in this. For when Sirrus and Akinar needed me most, I was too consumed by sorrow to see. I am being torn in two. I am trapped between a mother's love for her children and a woman's loyalty to her husband. I don't know. It is so hard. I watch Atris and Akinar trying to communicate, and it feels like knife blades ripping through my heart. They don't know how to relate to each other. Akinar speaks only from emotions, and Atris fears he's made his son a savage. Only my presence keeps things from fraying. It's easier with Sirrus. They share a love of science, and Sirrus's willingness to discuss advancements he's made ignites a similar excitement in Atris. Yet even then, Atris doesn't believe. He's unwilling to trust because he knows what monsters they have been. I must find a way to resolve this. I must break through Atris's doubts and get him to see what he cannot. It's been a long time since I've written in this journal. I thought perhaps I had lost it, but while repotting plants in my study, I found it behind one of the incubators. It must have fallen there when Atris reconfigured the generator. No matter, I have it now. Yisha asked me today if Atris and I are still arguing. She was seated at the patio table, her head bowed over her school books. She was concentrating so hard on tracing a Gorohovati, I don't think she saw my reaction. We have always been careful not to disagree in front of her. I should have realized how insightful she can be. I watched my daughter forming the Dani words so carefully, and I remembered how easy it had been to convince Atris to start teaching her the art. He never did teach Sirrus or Akinar. He started to. He wrote Jananin specifically for that purpose. But after a while, he feared they would abuse it, so he stopped. He's not worried with Yisha. He sees how curious she is about life, and how full of warmth she can be. It's obvious how much he adores her, as, I think, do Sirrus and Akinar. If there is any hope in this for all of us, it will be through her.
Don't pin that on your child!
Let's not let family tensions upset her. Tomorrow I will speak to Atris about my going to Tay for a few days. Perhaps time away will help me gain perspective and discover what it is I need to do.
Oh my god. Hey, parents? Parents. Don't make it your child's responsibility to fix your family's problems. It's not appropriate. Okay. Can't get what we're going through there. Oh my goodness. Okay, and supposedly there's some more stuff in his bedroom that will hopefully clarify some other things before we move on. Like, he said the desk in their room. This is the desk. Screw you, game. Is that turned into one of the hands where it tells me I can interact with the thing? Is it a button press? Is it a grippy hand? Is it a magnifying glass? No. Gah.
Spire, I've called it, for that's the image I kept in mind as I wrote the book that would link here. A soaring rock and crystal spire rising out of dense clouds like the watchtower of some gem-studded castle. Now that I'm here and am exploring the age in person, I find it to be exactly as I'd envisioned. Beautiful, yet so very deceptive. From the tower formation upon which I sit, an ocean of clouds spreads out below me. Rough stone steps descend toward them, ending at an empty terrace area. Created over centuries by the erosive power of wind, these steps are so evenly matched that I almost believe they were man-made. How could they be? For Spire has never had any inhabitants. Steps are not the only example of how the illusion I sought to create in this age holds true. Shortly after linking here, I walked through massive archways of stone, searching for a view beneath the clouds. As I walked, I felt as if the ghosts of a past civilization walked with me. This feeling was only enhanced by the beautiful harmonic sounds heard everywhere I went. I would have liked to determine the source of these sounds, simply for my own edification. But other concerns must take precedence. Having found the flora caverns and assured myself of Spire's ability to support human life, I'm at last ready to leave. I even feel more comfortable in my decision to use this age as a prison world if I must. Yet I am sad to leave it too. There is still so much I could learn about the art simply by spending more time here, comparing the age with my original intentions for it. Unfortunately, once I link away, dropping my Myst book into the clouds as I leave, I know I will never be back. And I truly must go, for I still have another prison age to investigate. Never be discouraged by a mistake, Atris. My grandmother, Anna, always used to say. Strive to learn from it instead. You will achieve great things. Today on Haven, I saw my grandmother's words become truth. The broken ship merged into the causeway near Haven's coastline is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. A promise of intrigue and adventure, so palatable it made my own heart race with excitement to see it. I thought of how much fun the boys I'd met in Stoneship Age, Emmett, Branch, and Will, would have had playing in it, and almost wish I could bring their children here to do so. But Haven must remain off-limits to all if it's to become the prison world I wrote it to be. My sole foray into the age has proved it to be capable of supporting human life, though of course none exists there at this time. Much of Haven's interior is comprised of a dense tropical rainforest, which is obviously teeming with beasts. I saw several as I explored, though they usually kept their distance. A few of the fruit eaters did stare at me curiously as I made my way under their nests. No doubt, having never encountered a human being before, they did not think to fear me. They might even have summoned the courage to become friends, had I stayed there any longer. Alas, I could not, for the weight of urgency was upon me, having convinced myself of the need to protect my Myst library should some overly greedy explorer stumble onto it. I felt it necessary to link home very quickly, taking only a few brief minutes to watch the sun set over Haven's freshwater lake. I swam out to the middle and linked away. By now, the linking book I used would have sunk underwater and have been destroyed. Consequently, there remains but one task to finish before I can sleep. I must write 2 additional linking books tonight, one for Haven and one for Spire, my other prison age, then place them on display in the library. I shall also have to warn Sirrus and Achenar to stay away from them, and tell Catherine, of course, when all is finished.
Camera in his friggin' bedroom. What a creep. Why wouldn't you put it downstairs at the entryway to the super secret chamber? Alright. I just want to see what the crystal viewer will show me of Spire and Haven before I go back to Spire. Since now we have those, and that tells us stuff. Alright. Blue, pointy top, red chop. Okay. Blue, red, purple, green, yellow. Blue, red, purple, I think it's that one. Was it that one? No. I guess it is. Purple. Green. Yellow. Well, that's not it. Oh, is it supposed to be... this way? Okay, so this is Haven. Oh, you're not going to let me do anything else with it. Okay. I don't think this is going to tell me anything worthwhile then. Like, how could it? Green. Blue, red, yellow, diamond. Is it that one? Or was that the yellow? Can't remember. The red's the stubby tower, the yellow's the split. Come on, grab the stupid control. What was the yellow? Oh, no, it's yellow, then light blue. Yeah, he figured out where the viewer was looking. Sirrus is a master manipulator. Alright. I think that's everything that I could have done before I went to Spire. So let's go finish Spire. And then we'll go see what the deal was with Akinar linking away over at Yusha's bedroom. Hopefully they don't make me reset all of the power again. That would be quite sad. Uh-huh. Alright, we are now back in Spire. And we're going to take a break because we've been going for an hour. Yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. We are back at Spire. And we are going to solve this stupid puzzle. Alright. Back to the bedroom. We have the hexagonal column. Nope, that's where I wanted to be. Down the tube, please. Alright, back into spider chair. Activate spider chair. And we go down a level. Down a level. Down a level. Okay. We are now here. One, two, three. Two. 0? Is that right? I guess the easy one for us to know if it's been tuned correctly is to just jam all these up to max. Nothing appears to be happening here. So I don't think we have it tuned properly. So what if... One, two, three. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seven. Oh wait, no, that's not the one that's 7. Two, 3. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, Well, I think I know how to tune this thing. So, you know, fine. But... Ooh, that sounds better. Ah! Now I see. These are each demarking a hole. So... It's... Nara. Okay, I have tuned the damn thing correctly. And the Nara is easy to activate like that. So then the rock... can only be 11. 8, 12, 4. And then it stopped because, okay, like, I don't understand. What am I have to do this very fast, don't I? That's annoying. How dare you give me a speed sensitive... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only one hole in that one. Okay, so the quartz is 5, 12, 4. Nara is 12, 12, 12. There's only one hole in the quartz. Alright, that tells us something. Alright. The rock has to be 20. And it was close with one of the harmonics on the sheet, it told us. So let's look at the sheet. So... Five, 10, 5, maybe? It's already at 5. That does not appear to be it. Alright, let's look at our other rock notes. Rock test suggests 20 units of power total, so it must be 20. Weird. One, two, three, four. Oh wait, it was one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go up. Okay, that started that one shaking. So is it just 10, 5, 5? Okay. And there are 3 holes in that one. Okay. So then the blue rock with the docking station has to have a total of 11. But how do I know how to divvy it up? All right. Any of these add up to 11? No. 116. It is only 11, right? It's... Okay. Have I missed a note, like a document? I shouldn't say note when we're talking about tones. That would tell me what to friggin' do here. Aha! This is not enough yet, but I'm getting close. Okay. This one has 2 portals, it looks like. Shock. Okay. That's not it. Go up 1, please. No. Three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think the middle has to be at 1. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So it's 3, 1, 7. 3, 1, 7. Now, in order to do this quickly, let's see, it has to go. We got to do 5, 12, 4. Three, 1, 7. Ten, 5, 5, and then 12, 12, 12. So 3, 4, 5, 12. 4. Why isn't it working now? It worked before. It's 6. Three, 1. Go up. Finally. Okay. What a stupid stinking annoying puzzle.
Interesting problem. The inner matrix wants to hold on to electrical buildup indefinitely, but it loses it as soon as the crystal touches the underneath. So, I have to keep the crystals isolated until I can use them. Something has happened. There is a structure in the spire that was not there 9 days ago when I sailed off to harvest more crystals. Its existence is impossible. Yet I have stood inside its foyer and know that it is real. I'm forced to make an inconceivable deduction. Somehow, my father is still alive. I do not understand how this can be. Regardless, given the design of the chamber, and in particular its barred dividing wall, I suspect that our reunion will be tense. 15 years. Still, it is not enough for him. This age was nothing when I arrived. Nothing but floating rocks and debris. I am the one who made it livable, and I did so without help from any quarter. If I could have found just one single person to assist me. But no, he does not want to talk about accomplishments. All he wants to talk about are the books. Yes, I burned them. I am sorry. Now, can we put the past aside and let me out of here? Another wasted evening playing repentant sinner in his linking chamber. I do not know why I even waste my time. It is obvious he will never be convinced. But what of Mother? Her endless hand-wringing is as maddening as ever, yet there must be some way I can use it. Perhaps if I play upon her guilt. Create a sculptural vignette which she can see inside their viewer. If I choose the appropriate memory, it should convince her that I, too, have my regrets. This is intolerable. If he did not intend to set me free, why create the chamber in the first place? To flaunt his all-powerful skill? I get it, Father. Really, I do. Everything I have accomplished here pales in comparison to what you can do with the art. It is the one power you have that I shall never defeat. No wonder you refuse to teach it to me. I will take this no longer. It is time I showed him some of my power. Father believes his chamber to be impenetrable, but he's forgotten the very laws he once explained to me. Frequency and molecular vibration. The crystals can do it. If I find the right frequency, their song can set off a vibration that will tear through the chamber on a molecular level. Those impenetrable walls will shatter like glass. No doubt I will need a great deal of electricity to do it. I'd better retune the musical instrument. I have a sister? I do not know what to think. It is something I never even considered. I must not let it affect me. There's too much work to be done. I need to get more power to the cables. Building additional conductors will take too long. But if I dismantle parts of the rocket ship network, then rewire the remainder directly into the throne. But if his chamber is breached, there will be no moon. It is no use. He will never teach me the art. Questioning him about it only makes him suspicious. perhaps, with him out of the picture, I can learn it from the dummy. I cannot proceed without a sample. I've tried shipping off pieces from the chamber using every possible method save the crystal, but my efforts have all proven fruitless. How can I convince him to give me a piece? Or better yet, a set of matching pieces. This will require a very delicate touch. I wonder if he still enjoys playing. So that was my dear little sister. I see now why he's so taken with her. She's only a child, and yet several times during our discussion I caught her studying me, attempting to ascertain what to believe. How much have they told her, I wonder? I don't even care. It's obvious they value her more than they ever did Akinar and me. Very well, then. I shall use even that to my advantage. Retrofitting of the old crystal cavern proceeds on schedule. The loss of my lab was a setback, for I cannot continue frequency tests until all the cavern walls are removed. But that explosion has made me very cautious. I would rather dangle over the stars than have solid rock walls explode on top of me. No! He cannot do this! Why is he bringing her into this? I will not allow it. I will not allow a mere child to have that much power over me. How dare he agree to teach her the art? There must be a way. Some way to get the knowledge from her. But how? Go ahead, Father. Go ahead and teach her. If you insist on giving this power to Yisha, I will make sure you're also giving it to me.
Yeah. I think maybe, Atris, you maybe underestimated your own child who you had exiled to this place. Yeah, huh? So all that was just to tell me that he's still a piece of garbage? Hmm. Okay, but what does flipping this switch do for me? Okay, all of that for what? This part now is powered? Oh, I need to turn all the power back on, probably, eh? Go upstairs, turn that one at full bore. I don't even know if this is actually a thing I need to do. I just think it is. It's left. What's the triangle and why isn't it lit up? I don't remember seeing a triangle anywhere. Anyone? Anyone else remember a triangle? Like, this is just going to blow the circuit. Yeah. Like, why are these lit up green now and this isn't lit up at all? I'm so confused. Where, oh where? Like, have I found everything here? Is there something I'm missing? Was it all just to get my hands on his journal so I could be like, look, man, dude's bad? Could have told you that without having to go through all this, Atris. I guess there's this. This is a triangle. Definitely not a fan of this part. Great. That does not fill me with joy, Everett. Like, the only triangle I see is that elevator shaft. Because this one's definitely a square. So I have to get power into that elevator shaft? How do I do that? Like, I flipped that switch, that's powered this on. Those are the upper and lower electromagnets. This is another electromagnet. How do I power this? Please tell me this is something that I should have seen a journal entry or something about. That I'm just missing for whatever reason. Annoyed, annoyed. That elevator is the other way. I can't do anything over there. Alright, I feel like I need to go back down below. Which means that I need to turn off this power switch. And reduce the one up top to 2 again. One, two, one. It's left, right, left. No, it's left, right, right. Oh wait, this isn't where I wanted to be. Yeah, that's fair. That Everett as a example of the problem here is like, no one gave me a task here. I'm just sort of wandering around, and I can do whatever I want. I don't know what I'm looking for to tell me I'm done here, because the linking book is accessible. So, like, I don't even have to go searching for that. Okay, so what if we go down? Like, these have got to be the reference that it's making, right? Why are these different colors? We go down. We can open this up now. Thank goodness. They didn't make me do that again. Why does the trapdoor need that many tiny cogs when you want to keep prying eyes out of it? Yeah, here's the triangular elevator. Obviously, something broke. This has got to be for that area up above. But, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, do I come over here and play the dang song again? Like, oh, I see. Oops. I broke something. Let's go take a look at it. Maybe that's what we were supposed to do. Alright, so we blew up the thing in the middle of the elevator. We've stepped back on the elevator. We go up. Oh, this elevator's broke. Oh, we're in an anti-gravity thing now. Electromagnet thing. Okay, we made it back to the top. Great. Going down. Oh, is this just to let me see the animation again? Because I'm not allowed to do this ever again? I don't care about seeing the animation. I want that. Ooh. Yellow, blue, teal, teal, green, green. I'll just take a photo. Okay, we're not allowed to ride it again. That's why. I'm lucky that explosion requires some setup, but you happen to have all the machine settings in place. Okay, I want to be clear. I looked at it, and I decided which one I was going to activate based off where I left the bucket. So I pushed the bucket to the left because I was like, the easier one to remember is all 12s. And so the thing will come down, and if it's going to do something, it'll do it there. Or I'll be wrong, and it'll stay in the box. And it's like, okay, then I'm going to need to collect them for something else. I didn't know. All right. Elevator. If there are other machine settings I'm supposed to have in place, fair. I don't know what they were. But I did, like, make a choice there. I guess I didn't verbalize that. Okay, so now I want to go back down to the book, the circuit board book. And see... Wait, go up top, ramp the power. Because it's left, middle, left. Here, turn this one back on. It's right, middle, right, middle, right. Okay. Part of the game is really obtuse and it took you years to wrap your head around everything we're supposed to infer. Oh boy. I mean, like, I guess he's making those statues into bombs, basically. He just needed one to be able to get up to the room up top. Why is this not lit up? Is it just because it's just borked? Like, I feel like there should be something else for having done that. But I guess it really did just send me back to the exit. So I guess I've done everything? Alright, I'm going to do a thing that I hate doing. But, hey, Everett, since you've played this before, am I missing anything else here in the Spire that you can think of? another puzzle that I'm just not interacting with, a clue that I'm missed to your knowledge. You know, I'm just curious. Because it seems to me like there should be one more thing with this book. Or is this book just to show me stuff? To show me how I have power distributed? Like, am I supposed to somehow get this lit up as well? Yeah, Sirrus was manufacturing bombs. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured out as well. Okay. Can I fast travel to where I want to be? Or are you going to be dinks? Fast travel. Get me out of this place. Alright. Okay. Yeah, if I feel the need, I can come back. Fair enough. Alright, we saw a video of what I think was supposed to be Akinar out there. So let's... and he used a linking book, so let's go see if we can find that book. And then we'll probably call it a night after that. Who reset this elevator? Why did you put the elevator in your fireplace? Atris, you're a real dink, you know that? Yeah, those color wheels are going to be important. Clearly. 6 of them. Huh. Oh, good. They trashed Yisha's room. Oh, it's a journal.
Monday. I got this book. Dad gave it to me. I'm going to write in it every night. Tuesday. In the morning, we worked on long division. After dinner, I made a puzzle. Mom and me started the fun club and looked at stars.
Nothing on Wednesday?
Thursday. I didn't do much.
Nothing on Friday or Saturday?
We visited my brother today. He had a gift for me. Made me go home before I could see it. I felt bad. Dad talked to me later and said it was just bones, so I shouldn't be scared. I wasn't, because I don't think Aknar meant it to be bad. He looked so sad when we left. Monday. It was hot. I spent the whole day by the water. Saturday. Dad took me to a really neat place today. It's called Serenia, and the people there are so nice. They never forget stuff, Because if they do, their memory chamber remembers it for them. I went inside, and I saw all the memory globes hanging from the ceiling, just like Sirrus said I would. Monday. Mom said it's too soon to go back to Serenia. I've been thinking, though, and I don't know if I want my memories put inside a globe when I'm dead. What if I need them? Thursday. I told both Sirrus and Agnar about the fun club. They want to join. Wednesday. Dad finally said we could go see Anya tomorrow. She takes care of the memory chamber. She's one of its protectors. Only women can be protectors. Men stay in the village and do other hard stuff, like fixing roofs. Thursday. I saw the coolest creature on Serenia today. It was made of water, but when it saw me looking, it got shy and fell apart. Dad said it must have been a fish, jumping because he didn't see it. Mom believed me, though. Friday. Anya told me her people put their memories in globes so their families can visit them in the dream world. She said I could visit the dream world too, but I'd have to learn how. Plus, I need a spirit guide. Maybe I can get one next time we visit. Sunday. I got the best gift of all time today, a spirit guide statue. Sirrus carved it for me himself. It looks kind of funny, but it's 'cause he never saw one. He just went with what I told him. He knows exactly what questions to ask, and he listens better than anyone. Friday. Before supper, Dad and me changed the lock on my bookshelf. I said since I'm learning Donnie, I could change the covers and use everyone's name instead. I won't forget who's older than who either. He said it really had to be the really last time, but he was glad. Thursday. We didn't do much, but tomorrow I start learning how to dream on Serenia. I'll probably be too busy to write in this journal for months. Sunday. Anya gave me a special necklace today. It's really good at picking up memories. She says some things are better at holding them than others, and that only the most powerful memories get shown. I touched it as soon as I got home, and it worked. I can't wait to show all my friends.
Feather. Yeah, so he smashed it open.
I knew you'd have one.
Oh. Okay. All right, so it's Atris. No, I can't remember whose book was whose for the rest of them. Atris, Catherine, Akinar, Sirrus. Thanks for hanging out, Everett. Have a good sleep. I'm probably just gonna verify that That book is indeed over here. Yep. Alright, well, we've got a book. Probably to Serenia. Alright. Let's go look at the crystal viewer for what I assume is Serenia that was in her journal. And then we'll call it a night before we go. And I mean, like, we should probably chase down Akinar, right? We have no idea where Sirrus has gone. I mean, other than away. Like, where would Sirrus have gone? Two down to thin, 3 too wide, 2 with a wide bottom, green diamond, red, yellow, purple, blue, green.
Don't you see, Captain? The new design means we won't have to go to Rhyme anymore. We'll be able to feel our sun's ages from right here.
Already did this one. Alright, it's... I already forgot the color. Red, yellow, purple, blue, green. You know what? For the sake of my sanity, I have a device that does image viewing too. Alright, red. Two. Yellow. I guess that could be that one. Okay, that was not the right one then. That's definitely the right one for the red. That's definitely the right one for that blue.
My friend, are you there? Hope you're getting this. Barely receiving you. Listen, there's a terrible electromagnetic storm here. I can't leave Rhyme until it's over. And I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the
Yeah.
top drawer, you'll see a symbol. Press on it to open 2 compartments. The commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and tell Isha not to forget her homework.
You're lucky your daughter's alive. Alright, well. Well. I will say that one of the things that all of these sequels to the original Myst, I feel, have gotten wrong narratively is that all of them are pushing of you have to go fast. You have to go fast. You've got to do this so fast. You got to miss stuff and skip things and whatnot. Whereas in the original Myst, it really is like, okay, well, what are they going to do? They can't go anywhere until you find the pages. They can't do anything until you found the pages. So the question is, do I go to Haven next, or do I go to Serenia? I think I kind of need to go to Haven first. So we'll get back in the box, and we'll plan on going to Haven next time. Save, save, save. Ooh, boy. Well, thanks for hanging out. I hope you all had a good time. At least we're done with Spire now. And we will see what's what in Haven tomorrow night. All right, everybody. Sleep well. Don't forget to make sure your alarms are set correctly because of daylight savings BS. And see you tomorrow. Bye.